What's going on YouTube? This is Mason AJ with the Aficionados. I'm here at my favorite local comic book shop, Galactic Quest Comics, with my good friend, best buddy, best pal in the world, Jamie Jones.
Hello.
Also known as the manager of the shop. We have nerd talks all the time. Now today, it is that time of the year where it is the Academy Awards, the Oscar Awards. It's the
Eisners.
It is the Eisners, and we're going to talk about each category, who's being nominated for what, and pretty much what our nerd policies are on who we think we should win. Don't hate us. Don't hate us. Well, maybe hate us a little bit, but you know, it's all in nerd fun. So first up on the list is
Best short story.
Best Short Story. So who do we have?
Beginnings in by Irina Ayu Yang. Pardon me if I don't spell it correctly or pronounce it. Next up is Corpse of the Imogen.
By Peter Cooper.
Yes, it looks like in Masterful Marks, Cartoonist Who Changed the World.
Okay.
Next up, Rule Number 1 by Lee Bermejo.
Okay.
Yeah. It was in Batman Black and White number 3. Alrighty. Next one is The Sound of One Hand Clapping by Max Landis and Jock in Adventures of Superman number 14. And last up, it's When the Darkness Presses by Emily Carroll.
Now I'm just gonna admit, I have not read all of these. There's many comic books that I read. There are things that slip through. They're personal favorites of mine. So I have not read all these, but I'm gonna cast my vote for Mr. Mark Lando, because I have read that, and I do love his work in general. Like, just in general, even when I look at his other pieces, I have particularly found this for him. Like, he's one of the people that actually, like, if I hear his name, I'm just gonna check it out just based on name value. What do you think?
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one because I, like you, have not read all of them.
Cool. So the next category is
Best single issue or one shot.
yes. Now, on top of like best cover artist, is kind of like my number 2, maybe number 3 favorite category. And who do we have?
We have Astro City number 16, Wish I May by Kurt Busiek and Brent Anderson, and that's Vertigo.
Okay, I'm one of those people who I'm pre-Vertigo DC. Like, Vertigo was always owned by DC, but it used to be like separate.
It still is. You still order them kind of separate, like.
Ever since New 52, it's kind of like yeah, we're Vertigo, but we're secretly that's just a secret code name for
come on now. No, you got Vertigo, you got Royals of War, you got FBP, you got, you got Fables and Fairs, but Fables is over, so it's Fairs. But you got all these titles that have absolutely nothing to do with the DC proper.
See, I'm gonna admit I'm a little bit biased and I'm a little bit hating a little bit because they took my Hellblazer and now they made it Constantine, and I still have not figured in DC for that.
But it's coming back to Constantine the Hellblazer.
Okay, true enough, but I'm gonna wait to see what happens.
Fair enough.
Who are the other
Okay. Beast of Burden Hunters and Gatherers by Evan Dorkin and Jill Thompson. I liked Jill Thompson for a while. Mad Men In Your Face 3D Special. And that was by Mike Allred. The Marvel 75th Anniversary Celebration number 1, because you know they got like 1,000, right?
True.
And the last one, the Multiversity Pax Americana number 1, and that's Morrison and Quietly.
See, now that's one thing. Morrison Quietly that's a phenomenal team. One of my favorite comics of all time is all new X-Men. That's Morrison and Quietly.
Yeah.
But I kind of don't want to give it to him. You know, I love the Multiversity book because I kind of feel like Grant Morrison is like, what do you call it? Who's the soccer player?
Pele.
Yeah, he's kind of like, he kind of just comes and just takes it. Like anytime he's in the category, I kind of feel like he's automatically going to win. He's always like the front runner.
Oh yeah, but that issue was crafted. Now,
it kind of was the truth.
It, like, you could see the effort that they put into it, the writing, the artwork, and the back and forth, and it just that one. Out of those, see, my personal favorite was actually the Warren Ellis Moon Knight number 5. But that was just my single issue of the year. But the Pax Americana out of this is the one I would go with.
Sure. Next category.
All right. Best continuing series. We have Astro City by Kurt Busiek and Brent Anderson, and that's a Vertigo. Bandette by Paul Tobin and Colleen Coover, and that's Monkey Brain. Let's see, Hawkeye by Matt Fraction and David Aja and Annie Wu. Have a great day, y'all.
Have a good day.
Let's see, Saga, Brian K. Vaughan, Fiona Staples. Southern Bastards, Jason Aaron and Jason Latour. It's the Jasons. And Walking Dead, Kirkman Allred and Stefano Gaudiano. I'm horrible with names.
Yeah, but you know what? In this particular category, we talked about this like at length like yesterday.
Oh yeah, we went over this.
Where, don't get me wrong, I love Walking Dead. It's a great book, hands down great book. But I kind of feel Walking Dead's time has kind of come and gone. Like for it to even still be in the series in the lining.
No, it's solid still.
It's solid, but I'm like compared to like a lot of other series that are out there, especially Saga. Like I kind of feel like Walking Dead should get bumped off. My personal favorite out of everything listed is still Southern Bastard by the Jasons. Like can't like hands down like that's the one I am rooting for to take this.
I kind of am too.
You know.
I have to give Southern Bastard. Now that said, again, I love Saga, Walking Dead, Manga. They're all great reads.
Right, but see, these are all great reads which have been phenomenal in the previous years, and not to say they aren't phenomenal now. It just didn't like this year in particular, 2015. I don't feel like they hit that same mark that they did with 2014 and 13 like that. You know, it's just like I said, I kind of feel Southern Bastard is still in its prime.
Every issue, out of the park.
True enough.
Next, limited series. We got Daredevil Road Warrior by Wade and Krause. Really? Oh man, Wade writes Daredevil though. Little Nemo Return to Selmore Land by Eric Chenoir and Gabriel Rodriguez, and that's IDW. The Multiversity by Grant Morrison et al. In DC. Private Eye by Brian K. Vaughan and Marcos Martin, and that one's on Panel Syndicate.
Okay.
And then Sandman Overture, and that's Neil Gaiman and J.H. Williams III. Now, you know I want to say Sandman,
yes!
but I have still not read an issue. I have every issue, every cover, but I refuse to read it till it's all out.
Wow.
So I am self-control.
That is like on some Buddhist monk, like truly like I am one with. That's on some Deadpool Buddhist self-control right there.
Oh yeah.
Because I read Sandman, I read it in bulk.
Well, yeah.
You know, so like I always like pick up like 5-10 issues of it, then I'll read it, then I'll stop and I'll catch up at a later point in time. It is in this one category. I want to give it to the Multiversity by Grant Morrison. I kind of feel like when it comes to best limited series, Daredevil, I can kind of see as like an honorable mention. But compared to the other books, it's just not up there. Not to say it's not good.
No.
It's just not up there with Sandman and Private Eye and Multiversity.
You know, but I'm really happy that IDW got up on there because they've been really trying. Little Nemo wasn't bad.
It wasn't. And don't get me wrong, IDW is one of my companies that I'm always like rooting for.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, DC and Marvel, they're up there, but you know, when it comes to Image and IDW and subsequently Vertigo.
Action Labs.
Or Action Labs. Action Labs does put out some pretty...
Princeless, Hero Cats. I mean, I had to come out.
Shameless self-promotion. Okay.
Had to happen.
True though. Best new series.
Now, this one's rough, because, oof, man. Fade Out, Brubaker and Sean Phillips in Image. That one has been so good. The film noir, let's see, Lumberjanes. I cannot hate Lumberjanes, and that's Shannon Waters, Grace Ellis, Noel Stevenson, and Brooke A. Allen. Man, that's been a good all ages one. Oof. Let's see, and that was Boom. Next up, you got Miss Marvel by G. Willow Wilson and Adrian Alfona. That's of course Marvel. Rocket Raccoon, Scotty Young, again Marvel. And Wicked and Divine. I think it's Kieran Gillian. Gillen. I'm sorry if I'm
mispronouncing. And Jamie McKeeve.
Or McKelvey.
McKelvey? Really? I've been pronouncing it wrong this whole time.
I could be wrong, but it's got an L in there. That's why I'm running with it.
Okay. Now, in this particular category, I want to say Miss Marvel, like just off the bat, because Miss Marvel has done something truly fantastic. Where not only have we taken a stable character title, giving it to a whole different character, but it feels completely different. A lot of times when a title's passed, when Robin is passed, a new Robin, it doesn't really feel like there's a change in hands.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about there.
Well, no.
Because I'll fight that one.
Okay, well, that's a fight for another day. But Rocket Raccoon by Scotty Young is a surprise hit.
It's solid.
I was completely thrown back by it. And I want to say Wicked and Divine because you guys have seen my Wicked and Divine review. And I love that series, but I'm going to actually give it to the Fade Out. In my personal opinion, I'm going to give it to the Fade Out because I'm a huge film noir buff, and with Wicked for 2015, it's one of those things where it caught me off guard, and I'm in love with it, and I'm loving it still. And with Wicked and Divine, Rocket Raccoon, and Miss Marvel, I'm still feeling like, okay, you caught me for 2014. I even say Wicked and Divine is the best book of 2014. But with 2015, Fade Out and Lumberjanes are still kind of taking it, and Fade Out coming all the time. That's just me though.
Fair enough, but I still that Wicked and Divine just has it for me. It's every week it comes out. It's like just candy. It's so candy.
Yes.
I need more.
So now we have come down to the meat and potatoes, the one that everyone is always dying to talk about. The best writer, best artist, best writer-artist collaborative, and my personal favorite, the best cover artist. Dun, dun, dun.
The glamour.
The glamour. So for best writer, who do we have?
You got Jason Aaron for Original Sin, Thor, Men of Wrath with Marvel, and then Southern Bastards with Image.
Ooh.
What more can you say, man?
First of all, Original Sin, boo. But Thor, yes.
Yes.
Men of Wrath,
very yes.
yeah. But Southern Bastard, double thumbs up.
Next one, Kelly Sue DeConnick. And that's Captain Marvel for Marvel, and then Pretty Deadly with Image. Now, you know Pretty Deadly is my jam. I love Captain Marvel. I love Kelly Sue DeConnick. It's not on there, but Bitch Planet. All I gotta say is Bitch Planet. So, I can't... That's rough. That one's awesome.
That is awesome, yeah.
And you still need to reprint it.
Yes, I'm reading it right now.
Fair enough.
Be prepared for upcoming review of Pretty Deadly. It's out there now.
Let's see. Grant Morrison, The Multiversity.
Okay.
And for DC, but Annihilator for Legendary Comics. That was one that slipped under a lot of people's radar. He did a small indie run, which is frustrating because I can't get the number 2 back in to save my life. So we got 1, 3, and 4. No 2.
No sequel for you.
No sequel for me. Let's see. Brian K. Vaughan, Saga and Image, and Private Eye with Panel Syndicate. Saga's been good. Saga's solid.
Saga is super solid, but once again, it's not that I don't. First of all, Brian K. Vaughan, huge fan.
Yeah.
But once again, going into 2015, don't get me wrong, I still love Saga, still even looking forward to it. But I would still like give it to Kelly Sue for like the newer stuff, and that's like a hard choice for me.
Because you've got like Grant Morrison and Brian K. Vaughan, who are they're almost old hats, and I'm not trying to say that they
don't deserve it.
They don't deserve it, but they've been here. They've seen like they're awesome, and they know it.
They're
sexy and they know it. Come on.
They're kind of like the Will Smith and like Brad Pitt of the comic book world. Well, it's kind of like once you see their name up there, you kind of automatically want to give it to Will Smith.
Yeah.
Because he's done so much, and he's gonna continue to do so many great things. But you want to like give the new upstarts.
Jason Aaron, the Kelly Sue, the G. Willow Wilson, which we hadn't even gotten to yet.
Of also Miss Marvel.
Yep. And then the Jean Luen Yang.
Of Avatar, The Last Airbender, and The Shadow
Dark
Hero.
Horse, and then Shadow Hero first.
And to be honest with you, I hate to say it, you don't make the cut for me.
I'm not an Avatar fan.
I've read the Avatar comic books, and don't get me wrong, they're nowhere near as good as your show. The Shadow Hero I have delved into, and it's pretty good. It's not to say that person is bad, but say like that person is bad, but like I'm gonna go with Kelly Sue on this one. Kelly Sue has like, don't get me wrong, Captain Marvel, blockbuster.
Oh yeah.
Pretty Deadly, super blockbuster. And then also unofficially, Bitch Planet, mega blockbuster. And where Jason Aaron has Original Sin, which I'm not a fan of, Thor, which I am a huge fan of, Men of Wrath. Okay, cool, that's good stuff. And Southern Bastards. So it's kind of like,
See, but you throw it's the Grant Morrison, the multiverse. He's been so solid, and each book has its own voice. That's the problem. It's the problem, man. Everybody in this, this whole category, and all of these people, all of them are fantastic.
We need to start taking bets, son. Okay, I'm putting my money on Kelly Sue.
I'm there with you too. It's like I said though, toss up for me between her and Grant Morrison.
So the next category is.
Right. This is the one I've been waiting for this one.
Here we go.
I love this one. So best pencil or inker.
Best pencil inker.
Adrian Alfona for Ms. Marvel.
Okay.
Which was awesome.
Okay.
Mike Allred, Silver Surfer, and Madman in Your Face 3D Special. Frank Quiley, Multiversity. Again. Francois Schuiten. I apologize again about the name. That one is The Leaning Girl, and that's Alaxis Press. Next one up is Fiona Staples and Saga. But here's my personal favorite. This is my artist that I love, Babs Tarr, Batgirl.
Okay.
Her stuff has been on my like favorite list for a long time. Before she picked up, Batgirl, her like DeviantArt was one of the few DeviantArts I went to.
Now,
like very few.
Here's the thing. The only reason why I don't want to give it to Babstar is simply just due to the sheer controversy and popularity behind her. And honestly, God, want to give it to her for the credit of her work, not just because her work was so popular this year, but it was well worth the popular.
It was popular for a long time.
No, that Batgirl kind of changed the game.
It did step
and
up.
Once again, I'm not saying she doesn't deserve it. I actually secretly hope that she does win. But Fiona Staples.
Oh, Fiona Staples brings it. Like
she brings it, but even going beyond that, I want to give it to Aldian Alfono. Like
Adrian.
Adrian. I wanted to give it to that one because the pencil work in Miss Marvel is one of the few pencil works that actually caught me. Full-fledged, that just caught me. Where Batgirl was very good, but it didn't catch me, it didn't hit me in the heart for it. It was just pretty to look at. That's just my personal opinion.
Batgirl made her human to me. And don't get me wrong, the work before on Batgirl was phenomenal. Very phenomenal and solid, and I know a lot of people get mad with the disconnect and the change in tone, but that art for me, that did it. It brought me around. I liked it a lot, and it fits well with the storyline that they went with. Her pencils with Gail Simone, I mean, they're probably really good, but with that storyline, I'm not sure if it would fit. I mean, both separately would be awesome, but I'm not sure if that would it's like you really love marshmallows and you really love grape jelly, but marshmallows and grape jelly don't quite work together. Could be wrong.
Now, marshmallows and apple jelly, though.
I have not tried that, but
you should try it.
Okay.
You should try it.
But yeah, Frank Wiley though, Multiversity, that was beautiful.
Right, and that was beautiful, but once again, great effort, hands down. But when it comes to, once again, just going with the simple path of Best of 2015, I'm going to give it to Miss Marvel, Adrian.
And that's cool, because I'm giving it to Babs.
Okay.
Alright. Let's see here. Are we going down to it? The last one?
Yes! Now, there are many other categories, but this is the category, me personally, that this is the one I am waiting for.
This would be hours long if we didn't just...
Yes. Which is the best cover artist. Yes, son, you don't even know. Woo! Woo! I'm just going to say it right now. Jamie McKeith. Them Wicked and Divine covers, though. I mean, I know... Let's just do it.
All right, the first one is Darwin Cook, the DC Comics Darwin Cook variant month. I loved it. It was fun. It was nice to see a almost whimsical take on everything. The covers were awesome. The Supergirl, where she was riding the horse and the dog was, oh, come on. And the Supercat streak was behind her.
That's
awesome.
true. It was cool.
The New Frontier and the Batman with all the arch films. I can go grab one.
Okay.
Then we got Mike Del Mundo with Elektra, X-Men Legacy, A+X, Dexter Down Under, all with Marvel.
See, and you know what's funny? Elektra is one of those books where the cover is so different from the actual art in the book itself.
It is.
And the covers would catch me, but the art in the book itself would lose me. And that's what I'm looking like, man, that cover though, that cover.
I was gonna say, I was just looking over at that one, and I was like, that's a pretty dope ass cover.
Yeah.
I'm just staring at it right now.
To me personally, a cover, this is my secret value. A cover should always look good on a t-shirt. If you can actually get if you can't honestly put a cover on a t-shirt, you're not doing a cover right.
I would argue that. I mean, but that's your criteria. So.
That's a very it's a very arguable point. I know a lot of people are going to disagree.
Well, these are all super opinion based anyway.
Right.
I mean,
so I'm just saying is, but I always
wrong.
look at a cover should always be able to stand aside from the title. It should always be able to stand aside from the book itself. It should be able to stand on its own. And looking at it is if I look at a cover, I'm like, yo, I could put that on a t-shirt even without it saying Elektra or whatever. Yeah. Just on a t-shirt, the art itself should sell me. And that's
Darwin Cook definitely.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. With Darwin Cook, I feel like when I look at it, you belong on a comic book, but I couldn't see you any other form. You need the title and everything else to go with it.
Fair enough. Third up, we got Francesco. Oh God bless me. Francavilla.
Okay.
Francavilla. He's done some awesome work. Afterlife with Archie for Archie. Grindhouse Doors Open at Midnight with Dark Horse. The Twilight Zone, Django and Zorro with Dynamite, and then X-Files with IDW. He has been prolific this last year.
Yes.
And they have been awesome. you can tell one of his covers, and you can go, hey, that's Francesco, and they're gorgeous.
They are.
And it's always rough when you're doing the ordering, because you look in the book and they're like, oh, this variant by this person, this variant by that person, and it's been more and more. This one by Franco, this one by Franco, and they've been solid. They've been good. I love the Afterlife with Art and stuff too.
Okay. So now here it is once again. The name on the list: Jamie McKeeve, Matthew Wilson with the Wicked and Divine, and literally the covers of Wicked and Divine.
Don't forget Miss Marvel from Marvel.
Oh!
See, it's up there for both of them. It's your jam, man.
It's the double jam, double whammy. So like looking at it, I gotta say that like Jamie McKee, this is the artist who I think should win it. The covers of Wicked and Divine are literally what got me. Well, technically speaking, you got me into Wicked and Divine, but the covers is the thing I always take away from.
Well, it's easy. You just kind of go bam, and it's like, look at that. I mean, it's a statement. It's a statement, and it's,
look at that cover. Look at
that's all it needs.
right underneath that is Phil Noto with Black Widow.
And that's another one, like you were saying with Elektra, that I'm not a huge fan of the book. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not one that I read. But the covers are to die for.
Right,
They're
and I would
awesome.
Phil Noto, if you're not already making like, I'm gonna say, if you're not already putting your work on people's walls, or like somebody's not like just buying work to hang somewhere, like his is one of few. He's one of few cover artists. I will say this right now, who you should be in a museum. Not say that anybody else shouldn't, but like when I look at your work, I fully feel like I could go in a museum and not know you were a comic book artist and see it and be like, I would buy that. $5,000 right there.
I'll hook you up. And then last but not least, this is like the granddaddy Papa. Everyone knows him.
Right.
You got Alex Ross.
Which Astro City by Vertigo.
Batman 66, The Lost Episode, and Batman 66 meets Green Hornet. That was the Kevin Smith title, DC Dynamite. And he's what he is. He's Alex Ross. You can't. It's Kingdom Come. It's all the Avengers covers ever.
Right. And once again, this is one of those things you can't deny. You can't deny the man.
No,
can't deny the talent. But once again, yo, dude, I don't think you. This one, I'm about to get stoned to death for this one. Alex Ross, in this particular category, I don't think you brung it like Jamie McKeeve, or even like Dawn Cook.
Darwin.
I'm horrible with names. That's just me. I'm actually.
This one's actually rough because I really hadn't thought about it, and I hadn't thought about it until you said that the cover should be able to stand on its own. When you were talking about Elektra, the Phil Noto stuff, those Black Widow covers are ones that every time I see them, I'm like, damn, that's a good cover.
Yeah.
But yeah, all of them are just ridiculously good. But if I have to side with you, man, the Jamie McKelvey. I'd love to see Francisco take it though. I would love to see Francisco get it.
This is one of those ones.
Just perfectly biased. I would love to see him get it.
This is one of those ones where like I'm gonna be sitting on the edge of my seat, like, okay, who's gonna take it? But comment down below, let us know how you feel about any of the categories we talk about. There are a lot more other categories that we didn't touch on, but we want to just give you like some of the base highlights. Who's your favorite cover artist for the year? Who's your favorite writer? Who's your favorite inker? What's your favorite book of the year? Also be sure to support your local comic book shop. I'm here once again. I'm here at Galactic Quest Comics here in Lawrenceville, Georgia, which is where the Aficionados are born and bred. I'm here once again with Janie Jones. And this is a awesome lady. I come here all the time just for her.
Aww. She's sweet.
Yes. So once again, this is Mason AJ with
Jamie Jones.
Nerd Talking It Out. Bye.